Hey everybody, I'm Eric from GameShampoo.com, and today I'm going to talk about a few more of the important decisions to make in Mass Effect 3. This time I'm going to be talking about the Volus Ambassador mission, where you can choose to either destroy a colony and gain war assets, or let the colony live and lose the war assets. I'm going to be talking about the Geth and the Quarians situation and how best to handle that. And finally, the Oraka mission, which you will have to do for Aria on the Citadel. So, first things first, the Volus Ambassador mission. Like I said, you'll have to choose between killing off a colony of innocents and gaining a fleet of Volus bombers for your war assets, which is a decent enough war asset. Not huge, but it'll help. Every little bit helps. Or you can let the colony live, but you'll lose the war assets in the process. Now, the really the only benefit of letting the colony live is to increase your Paragon rating. So, if you want to be Paragon, you can go with that route. But if push comes to shove, you really can let the colony go and get the war assets. But there is another way to do this, and you can only do this if you have a high enough Paragon or Renegade rating. But during the conversation, you can persuade the Volus to give you their aid, but not at the expense of the colony. The colony will still live, you'll get the war assets, and everything is good. So basically just go into this mission with a high Paragon or Renegade rating, and you'll get the best results in the end. Also, if Saeed lived through Mass Effect 2, don't forget to talk to him after the mission is over, because you'll get him as a war asset as well. Alright, next is uniting the Geth and the Quarians. So, this is a pretty specific one. I had to do a few certain things in Mass Effect 2 in order for this to work here. Specifically, Legion and Tally both should be alive and loyal to you still, which can be kind of hard if you played through Mass Effect 2, because you might remember that they get into an argument in that game, and you can only create peace between them if you had a high enough Paragon or Renegade rating to quell the argument. Otherwise, one of them would not be loyal to you anymore. So, like I said, this depends on them being loyal to you, largely. You also should have saved the Admiral during the previous mission. He will have asked you to let him sacrifice himself for the civilians, but don't do it. Save him, go through that turret sequence, and gain him as an asset, and that will help your cause with the Quarians here as well, because you're going to need some leverage, really. So, in order to get peace between them, reprogram the Geth, and then persuade the Quarians not to attack afterwards. If you can't do this, you will have to choose between the Geth and the Quarians, and that kind of comes down to personal preference, because both troops are about of the same size, and both are very significant. They have a lot of weight behind them. So personally, I chose the Geth because honestly, they seem like the more peaceful of the two races anyway. So, but like I said, the ideal outcome is to get them both on your side. You just have to go through a specific set of hoops to get that to happen, and it's not necessarily going to be feasible for everybody to do. Finally, we've got the Oraka mission during one of Aria's little side quests on the Citadel. Now, a lot of people might just choose to kill Oraka, which is an option, and it's definitely the easier way to go, but it's not necessarily the best way to go. If you don't want to kill Oraka, there's another way. You can get him weapons and stop him complaining. So bring up the Citadel map, and you'll see an area marked with a 6, which should be to your left. Head towards the 6, and you'll find a store with a Solarian shopkeep. Talk to the Solarian, and he'll tell you that he wants an artifact in exchange for some weapons. he doesn't collect money anymore because he thinks the economy is going to collapse after the Reaper attacks. So now you need to leave the Citadel to find this artifact. So head to the Kite's Nest cluster and go to the Volar system and scan the planet called Vanna, and you'll find the artifact that he wants. Then return to the Citadel, trade the artifact for the weapons, and bring the weapons to Oraka to solve the mission in the best way. So those are a few of the decisions that you'll have to make in Mass Effect 3, and the best ways to resolve those decisions. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos.